Title: Echoes of the Past. Carla and Sebastián had been together for years, sharing laughter, memories, and secrets in their small apartment in the city center. Everything seemed perfect until one day, a mysterious letter arrived at her door. Carla opened it without thinking, and what she found inside changed her life forever. The letter was signed by a name she didn't recognize, Isabel Garcia. Inside, there was a series of photographs of Sebastián in a place that Carla knew very well, the country house where she had grown up, a place full of happy memories, but also of old pain. Res. Sebastián had told her that he had never been there, that he only knew that place because of her. But those photos told another story. Confused and hurt, Carla confronted Sebastián. He, at first Pio, denied everything. But when he was shown a picture of him with Isabel, his face changed. The silence between them became unbearable. Sebastián finally admitted that he had been in the house years before. Before knowing her. Isabel was his ex-girlfriend, a woman with whom he had had a passionate but problematic relationship. What Sebastián didn't tell Carla was that Isabel never let him go. Since their breakup, she had continued to send him letters, and more recently, had begun to stalk him again, but he had never given it any importance until that moment. Over the years, he had, trying to forget her, but her presence had marked his life deeply and silently. Carla, devastated by the betrayal implicit in the letters, struggled between the love she felt for Sebastián and the feeling that she had been deceived. Because of the revelation, she decided to leave. She needed time to process what she had learned. With tears in her eyes, she packed a few things and left. His mother's house, leaving behind the city he loved so much, and what he thought was his perfect life with Sebastián. Sebastián remained alone in his apartment, devastated by the situation. He couldn't believe what she had lost, but also understood that there was no way to justify her silence. No matter how much she tried, she had broken something inside her, something that perhaps she could never repair. For days, both were immersed in uncertainty. Sebastián tried to call her, send her messages, but Carla was determined not to hear anything from him for the moment. She needed clarity. It hurt her deeply to know that the man she had loved for so long, the one who had promised her eternal love, had a hidden past she never imagined. Then Isabel, the ex-novia de Sebastián, appeared again, but not to ask him questions, but to approach Carla. Isabel appeared at her mother's house, showing a repentant attitude, as if it was part of a game of circumstances that had gotten out of control. "I know all this hurts you," Carla said Isabel in a trembling voice, "but what you don't know is that Sebastián never forgot me. I was the one who let him go, but he never truly left me. Sometimes relationships have more power than we imagine, even after years." Carla looked at her, disconcerted. How could that woman speak like that? Why so much certainty about something she herself didn't understand? "And why did you come to me?" Carla asked, anger and pain mixing in her voice. Isabel sighed, her face reflecting more than repentance. There was regret, there was repentance, but also a contained desperation. "Because I know that he loves you. He loves you with an intensity that he never felt for me. I assure you, Carla, not everything in this world is. It is destined to be perfect. But true love, although sometimes it hurts, is never forgotten. Sebastián made a mistake, one that you may not be able to forgive, but I know that what both of you have is real." Carla remained silent. The idea of forgiving Sebastián seemed impossible at that moment, but Isabel's words left her thinking. The anger had begun to calm down a little, replaced a deep sadness and a doubt that he could not ignore. Meanwhile, Sebastián, about to completely lose Carla, decided to confront his own fear and look for her. He went to his Madre, where Carla was, hoping that, at least, they could talk face to face. "I have failed you, Carla. I failed you in the cruelest way, and I never imagined that my past could destroy what we had. But I can't lose you, not without fighting for what is ours." Carla looked at him, her heart beating strongly, caught between reason and emotion. "And how can I trust you again, Sebastián?" His voice was a broken whisper. "How can I believe that this will not be repeated? How can I believe that my love for you is enough when your past continues to haunt us. Sebastian, feeling given the weight of his words, he took her hand gently. What I ask is not that you forgive me immediately, Carla. I ask for a chance to show you that this love, despite my mistakes, continues being real. I'm willing to do whatever it takes for you to trust me again, to rebuild what we've lost. The air between them was charged with emotions, with unanswered questions, answer, and of a love that, although wounded, still shone faintly in their hearts. Carla, looking at Sebastian, felt the internal battle within her. She knew that true love was not perfect, but he also understood that the scars of the past could heal, although they would never completely disappear. Would he be able to give his love another chance? Or would the weight of what had happened be? Was there anything bigger than his desire to move forward? The answer would only come with time. But what they both knew was that, as long as love still existed, they would have to fight together to overcome the tormented. After weeks of pain and reflection, Carla decided that the love they shared was worthwhile. Although the scars of the past would not disappear immediately, she understood that the relations, like people, have imperfections that only time can heal. Sebastian, for his part, demonstrated with actions, not just words, that he was willing to rebuild his trust and if the love they had shared so much. With a heart still fragile but full of hope, Carla accepted to give him a second chance, knowing that the road would not be easy, but that together they could surpass it. The reunion was not perfect, but at least now they knew that true love was not just a matter of words. It was action, sacrifice, and the willingness of both to learn from the mistakes. And although the future remained uncertain, the love they shared, with all its ups and downs, was willing to withstand the test of time. And